Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to another Axel 72 video, and in today's video I'm back with another interview. I'm here with Dylan Price. Dylan, how are we?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you very much for coming on the channel.
No problem.
Great.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and so am I right in saying you're a 24-year-old bantamweight 216, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, okay. And so if you are new around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like video if you're doing like video, and let's get straight into it. So, I'm going to start off with a question which you always like to start off with, and that is, why did you start boxing?
Uh, I started boxing at the age of 2. You said why or when?
Why?
I started boxing at the age of. I was around it, introduced to it at the age of 2, but I started really boxing at the age of 9 because I was playing football and I was 55 pounds, playing for the 120 pounders. So my dad said I was too small. He took me out of football and told me I had to go to the boxing gym and learn how to box. He said I didn't have to love it. I just had to try it. And ever since my first day in the gym, I just fell in love with it.
And so started from a good and young age. And so, do you remember what happened in your first amateur fight?
I won my first amateur fight. I fought a guy. He was bigger than me, actually. Yep, I won my first amateur fight, and it was actually for a little belt. It's called the Lucian Blackburn tournament. So, yeah, I won.
It's off to a great start. And so,
Yeah, sir.
what would you say is your biggest achievement from the amateurs?
My biggest achievement from the amateurs, I would say, is receiving the bronze medal at the Youth World Championships in St. Petersburg, Russia.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, I would say that's my biggest accomplishment.
Great. And so, how many amateur fights did you end up racking up?
I was 112 and 12 as an amateur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good record. And so, why did you end up turning professional when you did?
It was after the World Championships. I was just kind of done with the amateurs. Yeah, that's just the bottom line. I was done with the amateurs. I was ready to turn pro. I honestly didn't want to go to the World Championships. My dad made me go, and I'm glad that he made me go because it was, like I said, a beautiful experience. But yeah, I just was fed up with the amateurs.
That's fair. That's fair. And so, you don't have any kind of regrets with turning over or anything like that?
No, I don't have any regrets. Nope.
That's good to hear. And so, of course, so far, professional side of things are going very well for you. And
Yes, sir.
so, what would you say? Which fight would you say you've performed your best in?
I would say not my last fight, but the fight before that.
Okay.
Yeah, when I fought Drew Carell, that's when I performed my best thus far. Yeah.
So, why would you say that?
It was my first fight back off a year layoff. The guy was 2 divisions bigger than me, and I just did things that people didn't think I would do on it. So yeah,
That's great
that's
to hear.
what I'd say.
And so, which fight would you say has been your toughest so far?
I would say Drew Carell. He's been my toughest fight. Yep, not this fight, but the last one. I would say he's the toughest. He was pretty tough.
Okay.
He was,
Okay, and so of course you are the WBO champion, NABO champion, and so how big of an achievement is being that champion?
it's a huge achievement. I'm happy to be a NABO champion, and it's just a great accomplishment. But I'm looking to accomplish even more. So it's definitely motivational.
Definitely, and that's kind of just straight linking on to my next question. What would you say is your main motivation at the moment?
My main motivation is just to keep winning, so that I can get bigger, bigger opportunities. But my overall goal is just to be able to provide for my family, take their life to the next level. That's my ultimate goal.
Definitely, that's a very important thing. And so,
Yes, sir.
do you have a possible date of when you'll be back fighting again, if you can say?
Either July 14th or the 16th.
Okay.
I'm not sure the exact date, but definitely July.
And so, do you know if you're going to be up against a tough opponent or not?
Well, it's definitely gonna be a tough opponent. I'm
Mm,
not sure who yet, but
mhm,
yeah, it's gonna be a tough opponent.
And so, would you like to say that you're leveling up your opponents with each fight?
Oh, definitely.
Mm,
Each fight is gonna get tougher and tougher.
mhm,
I'm done with the phase of just like fighting easy opponents.
mm, mhm.
Yeah.
That's great to hear. And so, I mean, for anybody who's not seen you fight before and might be wanting to come and watch this next fight of yours, well, what would you say makes yourself interesting as a fighter?
I believe I have speed, power, uh, good showmanship, and I just believe I'm an exciting fighter.
Mhm,
I feel like if you haven't seen me before, uh, I believe you guys should come check me out.
mhm.
100%.
Okay, great. And so, I mean, you've kind of touched on this a bit, but I mean, you are still early on in your career and you're at a young age as well to be this far in your career already. And so, how far do you believe you can go?
The sky. I believe the sky is the limit for me and my brother. I believe we both can accomplish a lot of things in the sport. And I don't even want to put a cap on the things that we can accomplish. So, like I said, the sky's the limit.
Indeed, indeed. And I mean, you're in a good but tough weight division at the moment, and you're ranked quite highly in the world rankings. And so, I mean, you've got kind of people that I'm sure you're looking up to in the future to possibly fight. And I mean, in this weight division, there's Inoue as the big kind of main champion, and he's got this big fight coming up with Fulton Jr. And I just wanted to know your thoughts on that.
Uh, I'm actually a buddy of Stephen Fulton, so I believe it'll be tough, but I believe he can beat in a way. Like I said, it's not going to be easy, but I think he'll outsmart him.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Fulton, he's proven time and time again to be a winner, as well as in a way. But I just feel like Fulton is a little bigger. Um, I feel like he could pull it off.
Mm,
That's
definitely.
just my opinion.
Definitely, that's a good, wise prediction. And so I'll leave you with this final question, which I always like to ask. You've got a little bit of a platform here. Would you like to shout anything out?
I want to give a shout out to my heavenly Father Yahuwah for blessing me, allowing me to see another day, and I want to shout out to you for reaching out for the interview. So thank you,
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it.
Thank you very much, man. It's been a pleasure, and maybe a little bit further along down the line, we can come back and do another one.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, man. Have a good one.
Great. And so if you are
All right.
new around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you like the video, and thanks for watching.